Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how I make this delicious honey sriracha salmon with veggies and brown rice. So I'm starting out by slicing the salmon up into about 4 to 5 ounces. I didn't measure them, but this really helps to give myself like a good amount of protein for this meal. And my knife isn't really cutting all the way through the skin, so I'm just gonna flip over the salmon and use my cutting shears to then cut the skin into each piece. And that way I don't have to be like slicing all the way through the paper and just like fighting with the salmon and the knife. Like, it just makes it so much easier by doing it with the scissors. So now that the salmon is all portioned out, we're gonna go ahead and add the seasonings, starting with salt, then some pepper, and also Old Bay. And lastly, we're gonna add in some olive oil. So once all the seasonings are added, we're gonna go ahead and just massage them into the salmon. It really helps to penetrate the flesh of the meat so you taste the flavor throughout. So once the salmon is laid out, we're gonna go ahead and put it in the oven for 20 minutes at 425 degrees. This really helps it to cook all the way through while still being nice and juicy. I have so much trouble cooking rice that this boil in a bag brown rice like saves me every time. You have got to get this. If you have any trouble with your rice being too crunchy or too soggy, you need this. So if you'll notice that I'm cooking things in order of what takes like the longest to what takes the shortest. And so the vegetables take the shortest time for preparation. And so I use the time while everything else is cooking to start cutting up the zucchini as well as the broccoli. I love this combination of zucchini and broccoli. It has so many micronutrients that really help to support a nutritious meal, and they're really easy to cook, especially on the stovetop. So like if you're looking for veggie combinations and don't know what to do, these two are a great add. So to make this sauce, I like to start with all of my measuring cups. I will be sure to leave links to the measuring cups that I love in the description. This sauce is the perfect blend of like sweet and spicy. And if that's the type of sauce that you like you will definitely love this sauce. You're gonna start by melting the butter first, which may take about 30 seconds, if that, in a little pot. Then you're gonna combine all of the ingredients together, just making sure to stir so that everything just kind of melts together. Make sure to continuously like stir the sauce as you're just starting to add all of the ingredients, especially the liquids of like the lime juice and the soy sauce. And this soy sauce is just the regular brand that's reduced sodium from Trader Joe's. And once everything is combined, you're just gonna bring that to a simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes, just depending on preferences. I just like thicker sauces, so I go more on the longer end. So the last item to cook are the veggies. And so we're just gonna give them a nice quick saute on the pan. So you're just gonna lay out one layer of zucchini on an already oiled pan. This just really helps everything to cook evenly before you add your seasonings. And it only takes a couple minutes for the zucchini to get a little bit brown on one side, and of course not burnt, but just a little bit brown before you start flipping it over, and then you'll go ahead and add in the broccoli, which takes a shorter time to cook. So I added in a little bit of water to the pan to help it steam, but it like completely went everywhere. So don't be like me. You might just want to use a different type of cup to do that, but it helps to really soften the broccoli without it getting mushy. Checking on the sauce, I cooked it a little bit too long, but we're just gonna go ahead and take it off the heat. It's still gonna be fine. Like, it was really, really delicious. It was just really, really thick. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're multitasking and cooking, is that you wanna watch the sauce and just make sure that it's not cooking for too long. So now that the brown rice is done, you want to make sure that you season this. Otherwise, like, it just has no flavor at all. So I like to add salt, pepper, and butter. So something just really simple here. Like, we don't want to add too much because then it will take away from the effect of the honey sriracha sauce. So putting it all together, this was absolutely delicious. The way that the salmon was baked, the skin actually came right off. And so there was no like skin when I was actually eating the salmon, but just having like all of those vegetables, you have your salmon as well as the brown rice. And with this sauce, you're just gonna use like a little brush and just layer that on top. Of course, like to your liking, you can just add whatever you want. And there you have it, my honey sriracha salmon with veggies and brown rice. I can smell it right now. It was so delicious. Please let me know in the comments if you end up trying this recipe. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.